my name is Jessica, and I will be taking you on this journey into history. I have always been fascinated with history, mysteries, and the paranormal, so I decided to create a podcast that encompasses all those things. If you find these things fascinating like me, then please, I encourage you to come along each week to see where history takes us next. Welcome to another episode of Ancient Secrets and Haunted Journeys. Today, we travel back to the 17th century to the small Puritan settlement of Salem, Massachusetts, where a wave of hysteria led to one of the most infamous episodes of mass witch hunts in history, the Salem Witch Trials. We will explore the historical context of these trials and delve into the ghostly echoes and haunted sites that still linger in Salem today. Join us as we uncover the dark legacy and paranormal tales of the Salem Witch Trials. The Salem Witch Trials took place between February 1962 and May 1963, during a time of widespread fear and superstition in the Puritan community of Salem Village, present-day Danvers, Massachusetts. The trials began after a group of young girls in Salem Village claimed to be possessed by the devil and accused several local women of witchcraft. This set off a frenzy of accusations, leading to the arrest and trial of nearly 200 people, with 20 ultimately executed for witchcraft. The roots of the Salem Witch Trials can be traced to a combination of social, religious, and political factors. Puritan society was highly religious and deeply suspicious of anything that deviated from their strict moral code. The community was also experiencing turmoil due to a series of frontier wars, economic difficulties, and tensions with neighboring communities. These factors created an environment ripe for paranoia and scapegoating. The initial spark for the trials occurred in the household of Reverend Samuel Parris. His daughter, Betty Parris, and niece, Abigail Williams, began exhibiting strange behaviors, including fits, contortions, and screaming. A local doctor, unable to find a physical cause, suggested they were bewitched. The girls, pressured by the community, named several women as their tormentors, including Tituba, an enslaved woman from the Parris household, Sarah Good, a homeless beggar, and Sarah Osborne, an elderly and impoverished woman. The ensuing trials were characterized by a lack of concrete evidence, relying heavily on spectral evidence, testimonies that the spirits or specters of the accused were seen committing witchcraft. This type of evidence was highly subjective and unverifiable. Yet, it played a significant role in the convictions. The trials were marked with intense interrogations, public confessions, and dramatic courtroom scenes. One of the most famous victims of the Salem Witch Trials was Rebecca Nurse, a well-respected elderly woman known for her piety and charity. Despite her good reputation, Nurse was accused of witchcraft and brought to trial. Her initial acquittal was overturned due to public outcry, and she was ultimately hanged on July 19, 1692. Nurse's execution shocked the community and highlighted the dangerous power of mass hysteria. Another notable figure was Giles Corey, an elderly farmer who refused to enter a plea when accused of witchcraft. As a result, he was subjected to pressing, a form of torture where heavy stones were placed on his chest in an attempt to force a confession. Corey endured the torture for 2 days, reportedly uttering only the words, "more weight," before he died. His defiance and tragic death have become symbolic of the brutality and injustice of the trials. The trials came to an abrupt end in 1693, largely due to growing skepticism about the legitimacy of the accusations and the methods used to obtain confessions. Prominent figures, including Increase Mather and Governor William Phips, voiced their concerns, leading to the prohibition of spectral evidence and the eventual release of those still imprisoned. In the years following the trials, the Salem community grappled with the aftermath. Many involved in the prosecutions expressed remorse, and efforts were made to compensate the families of the victims. The trials left an indelible mark on American history, serving as a cautionary tale about the dangers of mass hysteria, religious extremism, and judicial injustice. The tragic events of the Salem Witch Trials have left a lasting legacy in the town of Salem, which is now a hot spot for paranormal activity and ghostly encounters. Numerous locations associated with the trials are believed to be haunted, drawing visitors from around the world eager to experience the supernatural. One of the most haunted locations in Salem is the Witch House, the former home of Judge Jonathan Corwin. Corwin was one of the magistrates who presided over the witch trials and signed arrest warrants for many of the accused. The Witch House is the only structure still standing in Salem with direct ties to the trials. Visitors and staff have reported hearing disembodied voices, footsteps, and seeing shadowy figures moving through the house. Some believe that the spirits of those wrongfully accused and executed linger here, seeking justice or closure. The Salem Witch Trials Memorial, dedicated in 1992, commemorates the 300th anniversary of the trials and honors the memory of the 20 victims who were executed. The memorial consists of 20 granite benches, each inscribed with the name of a victim. Visitors have reported feeling sudden drops in temperature, the sensation of being touched or pushed, and even hearing whispers near the benches. Some believe that the spirits of the victims are drawn to this site, where their names are finally remembered and honored. Gallows Hill, the site where many of the accused witches were hanged, is another location steeped in paranormal activity. Though the exact spot of the hangings remains uncertain, Gallows Hill Park is believed to be close to where the executions took place. Visitors have reported seeing ghostly apparitions, feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness, and hearing the sounds of creaking ropes and distant cries. The energy of the tragic events that transpired here seems to linger, creating a palpable sense of unease. The Old Burying Point Cemetery, also known as the Charter Street Cemetery, is one of the oldest cemeteries in the United States, dating back to 1637. Several notable figures from the Salem Witch Trials are buried there, including Judge John Hawthorne, an unrepentant judge who played a key role in the convictions. Visitors to the cemetery have reported seeing ghostly figures, hearing disembodied voices, and experiencing sudden chills. Some believe that the spirits of those connected to the trials are unable to rest, haunted by the injustices they witnessed or suffered. Another haunted location in Salem is the Joshua Ward House, a historic building that once belonged to Sheriff George Corwin, the nephew of Judge Jonathan Corwin. Sheriff Corwin was notorious for his harsh treatment of the accused witches, including overseeing the pressing of Giles Corey. The Joshua Ward House is now a popular site for paranormal investigations, with reports of apparitions, unexplained cold spots, and objects moving on their own. Some believe that the spirit of Giles Corey haunts the house, seeking retribution for his brutal death. In addition to these well-known sites, many other locations in Salem are said to be haunted. From historic homes and inns to modern businesses built on the sites of former trial-related structures, the city embraces its haunted reputation, offering ghost tours and paranormal investigations that attract visitors eager to explore its dark past. Salem's enduring fascination with the witch trials and its reputation as a center of paranormal activity highlight the lasting impact of the events of 1692. The spirits and echoes of the past seem to linger, reminding us of the fear and hysteria that once gripped this small Puritan community. The Salem Witch Trials remain a powerful and sobering chapter in American history, illustrating the dangers of mass hysteria, unchecked authority, and the persecution of the innocent. The hauntings and paranormal phenomena reported in Salem today serve as a poignant reminder of the lives lost and the injustice that occurred. Whether you are drawn to the historical significance of the trials or the ghostly tales that surround them, Salem continues to captivate and intrigue. The stories of restless spirits and haunted sites provide a unique lens through which to view this dark period, offering a glimpse into the enduring legacy of the Salem Witch Trials. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the haunted past of Salem. In our next episode, we venture high into the Andes Mountains to explore the ancient Incan city of Machu Picchu. This archaeological marvel, often called the Lost City of the Incas, is not only a testament to the ingenuity and craftsmanship of the Inca civilization, but also a place shrouded in mystery and legend. Join us as we uncover the history of Machu Picchu and delve into the eerie tales of spirits and supernatural occurrences that surround this mystical site. Until then, keep exploring the ancient secrets and haunted journeys that shape our world.